Good morning, Thrifty Adventurers. It is January 27th. Laura here with another what sold from the weekend video. So I will show you what I have shipping out today and go over my eBay numbers from last week. Last week was pretty rough for me. It was a really bad sales day, or sales week I should say, a lot of lower sales. I did have a couple straggler auctions left over, so some of those sold. And it was just a really slow week. My numbers I haven't been this, I can't remember the last time my numbers were this slow. But this is why I'm still going to do this video every week, whether it's good or bad, because everybody needs to know that no matter what kind of seller you are, however big, however small, we all have bad weeks, and it's okay. It's going to pick back up. You just got to keep working. It's a slow time right now until tax return season starts coming. So it's okay, and that happens. I'm not going to say I'm not frustrated, because of course we all have those days where like, I don't even want to do it. It's just so frustrating when you're not getting the sales. And we can have those days, but we have to know that you just got to keep working and moving on. So that's what we are going to do. And I am going to go over last week's numbers, and then I will go over what sold from the weekend. So I had 41 items sell for $743.43. $80 were my cost of goods. $111.51 was fees, for a total profit of $551.92, and an average sale price of $18.13, which is still really low for me, but I'm getting rid of some of those auctions and lower end items, so it's okay. Those numbers will hopefully be going up soon. So now let's go into what I have shipping out. Alright, so let's get started here. You know what, before we get started, I hope you guys love these videos. I hope you guys get a lot of content out of these. If you could please subscribe, hit that bell, give me a thumbs up. That would be greatly appreciated. Now let's get started. Alright, so we have some mini Tonka like loafers. These normally sell for a higher price, but I didn't. Let me backtrack. Okay, normally these are like a men's loafers, and I think the women's sell better than the men's. I got these for about $3 at Savers, and I took an offer of $17. I've had them for a few months, so I was just wanting to get rid of some older shoes, so I got rid of those. Next is a big lot of shirts. I don't normally do these types of listings, but I got a whole bunch of clothing and purses from a family friend who had an aunt was a hoarder, and so I didn't pick by piece. I grabbed garbage bags full of stuff and just bought them by the bag, so I didn't go through everything. So not everything was fantastic, not everything. I donated some stuff, and then these were still brand new with tags, but they weren't good enough to sell separately, so I decided to just make a big lot and lot them together. I probably averaged about 50 cents an item, if that, for my pricing, so I just lotted them by size, and this sold for $35. So sometimes it's worth it if you have these kinds of opportunities. If they're still good quality items, but just not good enough quality resale to sell individually, lot them together and sell them that way. Next, this was also from my family friend. This was a youngin's nightgown. It was a sea lion, I believe, if I remember. And it was a nightgown. It was from 1990 something, and it had the nightgown still with its tag, and it still had a plush that went with it. So this sold for $24. It only took about a week or two to sell. 90s clothing will do well, especially when it's still brand new with tags and it's got an animal on it, and it had a lot of things going for it with this. So keep your eye out for those types of items. This was another item. Next was a Sun and Sand bag purse, and this was also from her. So Didn't spend much on it. It was brand new with tags. It was nothing special. It was pretty, but I mean, the brand wasn't anything special or anything like that. So I figure even if I sold each purse for $10, which is definitely lower than what I want my price point to be, but you have to each thing is going to be different. So I mean, I got 100 purses here for $20. Of course, it's definitely worth it. So if I sold each purse for an average of 10, which a lot of them I do have priced higher than that, that would be $1,000. So you have to look at it like that sometimes too. It's okay to sell lower priced items sometimes depending on the situation. Next was some wallpaper border. This was a Toy Story wallpaper border. These I've had forever. I got these from an estate sale. I don't even remember what estate sale. It's probably a year old. And someone bought 2 of them. I think that's all I had left. I only spent about 50 cents on these. They bought them for $13.04. Out the door they go. Next is a Koala Plush. So this was actual kangaroo fur. I found this at Salvation Army. It did take much longer to sell than I thought. I've had this for probably 6 months or so. I only bought it for about $1 and it sold for $28.66. And I'm excited. The person emailed me. It was her first purchase on eBay, so I will be sending a special note with this item to make sure we keep this customer happy with the platform. It's always good to get new customers to the eBay platform. Next is a Star Wars Rey ornament. This I bought, it's been a long time too. I think I bought these after Christmas last year, after Christmas 2018. And I still have some left over. I bought them all for like 75% off and I still had a few left over. This one sold for $10. I only spent about $1 on the ornament. Not worth it in the grand scheme of things, but I was just buying a whole bunch of ornaments at that point and trying that out. I didn't make tons on it, so I did not do it again this year, but I did make a profit, but still have some left over, unfortunately. Next were some Levi's shoes. These were an auction item that I was trying to get rid of. I don't even remember I bought them. I probably bought them at Savers. I think I spent about $3. They sold for the opening bid of $5.99, which I'm perfectly fine with to get them out of the house. But this is why when I do post my items, I don't do auction, especially clothing, especially shoes. It's just not worth it. You're not going to get enough bidders on these types of items because they're everyday items. They don't need to bid. They can just buy something and get it right away. You're not going to get enough interest on something like this to fetch all of that. So I just did this just to get rid of some old stock. The next one is the same thing. This was a 90s Mickey Minnie Mouse blanket. I love selling blankets, but this one just wasn't worth it. I've had it for a long time. It's more like a nursery type blanket. It wasn't anything big. So this one sold for $5.99 as well. I'm happy to get it out the door. Alright, next, N Nora. When I was going through and doing all of my auction items and pulling all of my clothing items, I pulled this one and realized it wasn't listed, which happens. It's good to go through your stuff sometimes because, I don't know, it disappears into eBay black hole land. I have no idea where this stuff goes, but sometimes they just disappear. So I relisted this. And it sold a week later for $28.66. I love me some N Nora. Next were some Briggs pants. This was also from that big stuff I got from a family friend. Posted these and they sold within a couple weeks for $8. So nothing too big, but it didn't take too long to sell. Next was a Disney Mickey Mouse cardigan. It wasn't, I'm trying to remember the brand. It was, I think it was like an off-brand. It wasn't like a Disney store type thing. But it was a great graphic, a great fun, like you don't see these types of cardigans around. So I still got this. I got this at Savers for about $5, and it took about a month or two to sell, and it did sell for $28.66. So worth it there. And then last was my only sale on Poshmark this week. Poshmark was super slow for me. Was this snack tray. that I got. I've had it for a while. I've been sending out offers, and someone finally countered it at 15, and I took it to get rid of it. So this was just like a plastic snack tray. I think I got it from the auction and a big lot of things. So off that goes. That is all she wrote. So that is all of the sales that I have shipping out. Hopefully this week picks up. I am going to still be listing every day. I did take the weekend off. It was just a frustrating week, and I had a very busy weekend, so I took the weekend off from listing. But right back to it now Monday morning. So hopefully everything will start to pick back up, and I will see you guys Thursday for a thrifting show. And I will talk with you guys soon. I hope you have a great week. Go have yourself a thrifty adventure, and I'll talk with you soon. Bye, guys.